SAROS is an action-packed adventure roguelike from the creators of Returnal set on the distant mysterious planet of Carcosa. A looming eternal eclipse threatens the world, casting it into darkness and danger. You play as Arjun Devraj, a powerful guardian on a mission to explore a long-lost alien colony and uncover the secrets behind the eclipse. Every death in SAROS reshapes the world, altering environments, enemy patterns, and narrative paths. The game blends fast-paced combat, exploration, and atmospheric storytelling, challenging players to adapt, survive, and ultimately break the cycle engulfing Carcosa.
Every time the sun dies, madness reigns. Then everything begins again. But after every death, I always come back stronger. I know that you are here, and I will find you.
Ghost of Yotei is a gripping action-adventure set in 1603, 3 centuries after the events of Ghost of Tsushima. The story unfolds on the sacred and treacherous slopes of Mount Yotei, where a new threat looms over Japan. You play as Atsu, a skilled warrior armed with traditional Japanese weaponry, who embarks on a journey through dangerous lands filled with powerful enemies, mythical creatures, and ancient secrets. As Atsu, players will explore a beautifully crafted open world rich in history, folklore, and supernatural elements. The mountain and its surrounding regions are alive with atmospheric detail and hidden mysteries waiting to be uncovered. From haunted forests to forgotten temples, each location presents new challenges and rewards for those brave enough to face them.
And now, every Ronin here is after you. Still think you're the hunter?
Marvel's Wolverine is a dark, mature action-adventure game that puts players in the role of Logan, the legendary mutant with razor-sharp claws and an unbreakable will. Developed by Insomniac Games, the studio behind Marvel's Spider-Man, the game promises a deep, character-driven narrative set in a gritty and violent world that captures the essence of Wolverine. Set in a more grounded corner of the Marvel universe, Marvel's Wolverine explores Logan's complex past, his inner demons, and the emotional toll of being a living weapon. Days Gone Remastered is a revamped version of the beloved open-world action-adventure game, rebuilt for modern platforms with enhanced visuals, improved performance, and quality-of-life upgrades, set in a post-apocalyptic Pacific Northwest. The game follows Deacon St. John, a rugged drifter and bounty hunter, as he battles to survive in a world overrun by relentless feral creatures known as freakers. In this remastered edition, players can fully experience the emotional journey of Deacon as he searches for hope, confronts his past, and fights to stay alive in a brutal, unforgiving world. With dynamic weather, a full day-night cycle, and a massive interactive open world, survival is as much about strategy and resource management as it is about combat.
You think she's still alive? Billions of people are dead, but somehow she made it.
We don't have hope for a better life or for a future that matters. The hell are we fighting for?
Lost Soul Aside is a fast-paced action RPG that takes players on an epic journey through a beautifully dark and mysterious world. You play as Kazer, a lone warrior fused with a sentient crystal-like creature named Arena, as he embarks on a mission to save his missing sister and protect humanity from a powerful invasion by beings from another dimension. Blending stylish combat, cinematic storytelling, and a rich sci-fi fantasy setting, Lost Soul Aside delivers intense battles with fluid combos, fast movement, and flashy abilities. Players can switch between multiple fighting styles and weapons in real time, creating dynamic and visually stunning combat sequences. The bond between Kazer and Arena plays a key role, offering unique powers and abilities that evolve throughout the game.
I see great power within you, a destiny waiting to be fulfilled. Let me be your vengeance, the blade in your hand. Never wanted to be a hero. But for humanity's sake, you must.
Then give me your power, Arena.
Where Winds Meet is an epic wuxia open-world action-adventure RPG set in 10th century ancient China during the chaotic twilight of the Tang dynasty. Players take on the role of a young swordmaster, a lone wanderer whose past is shrouded in mystery. As you traverse a breathtaking and historically inspired world, you must uncover the truth about your origins, forge your own path, and decide the fate of a land on the brink of transformation. Blending traditional martial arts with rich storytelling and deep role-playing elements, Where Winds Meet offers dynamic combat including swordplay, acrobatics, and mystical wuxia techniques. Players can choose their approach, whether by force, diplomacy, or stealth, as they explore a world full of political intrigue, ancient secrets, and moral dilemmas. Phantom Blade Zero is a dark, stylish action RPG that follows a mysterious warrior cast out by the Secretive Order. Wearing a wide-brimmed hat and wielding unmatched sword skills, he embarks on a relentless quest for vengeance, determined to uncover the darkest secret of the land of Wulin, a brutal world teeming with danger, betrayal, and ancient conspiracies. Set in a gritty, semi-fantastical version of ancient China, Phantom Blade Zero features lightning-fast, cinematic combat, inspired by classic Chinese martial arts films. Every encounter is a test of timing, precision, and skill, as players face off against deadly assassins, twisted monsters, and powerful bosses in a world where survival demands mastery of both blade and mind. Ballad of Antara is a free-to-play action RPG that invites players into a vast, mysterious world filled with ancient magic, political intrigue, and epic conflict. Inspired by titles like Black Myth, Wukong, and Elden Ring, the game offers a rich, immersive journey through breathtaking landscapes and forgotten realms where danger and beauty go hand in hand. At the heart of the story lies a powerful narrative about the clash between nations and mystical forces. Players assume the role of a lone hero drawn into a web of war, secrets, and personal destiny. As the line between good and evil blurs, every choice carries weight. Moral decisions shape the story, relationships with characters, and even the world itself.
War. Mortality. These essences shall not fall into your treacherous hands. Wayward emissaries, grant us the forgotten miracles. Rain fire from above. This desolate land needs a sprinkle of madness.
Remember, no matter what happens, we did not betray this world.
Light of Motiram is a survival action-adventure game set in a world dominated by machines. Starting from a primitive age, players must explore vast dynamic environments, gather resources, and build a thriving base to stand against the mechanical uprising. As humanity's last hope, you'll develop advanced technologies, tame and train mechanical beasts, and lead them into battle against powerful machine bosses. The game blends open-world exploration, strategic base building, and intense combat, offering players the freedom to shape their journey. From crafting tools to unlocking futuristic tech, every step forward is a challenge and a chance to reclaim the world, fight, evolve, and survive in Light of Motiram.
Wake up. I call you forth, the fourth breath I grant you, to live in this world which spirals against time. We are with you always, as long as the world shall live. May fortune find you.
I had this dream where a god that blessed brought destruction. So why can't human beings kill God?
of times I erased you, yet still you won't silence up. How much more resurgence do you need, anyway?
Project. The Perceiver is a high-budget action game inspired by titles like Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and Ghost of Tsushima. Set in a fantastical world torn by chaos and war, the story revolves around three powerful individuals who wield supernatural abilities granted by mysterious masks. So far, 2 masked heroes have been revealed, with a third yet to be unveiled. The gameplay offers fast, fluid combat with a strong emphasis on precise timing, parrying, and choreographed duels. Players must master the rhythm of battle, counter enemy strikes, and build up a special gauge to unleash devastating abilities.
到底是人活进了戏里，还是戏本就因人而在？ 为何执意要起兵戈之祸？这把剑，我本不想沾血。且让你们体会杀戮之苦。你来了。戏还没演完吗？唐已经灭了。 天下易主，救星不存，你还能为何而战？大唐之命系于4年，人在，则唐不灭。天下是苍生的天下，梁还是唐，这2个字重要吗？大唐福泽万民，逆贼杀戮无道，如何相提并论？一将功成万骨枯，总有人要在阴影里背负罪孽。 你那戏里的唐，真是你心中所念的唐吗？ 戏仍未终了，而戏中之人早已不止你我。
Intergalactic. The Heretic Prophet is a thrilling sci-fi action game that follows the story of Jordan A. Mann, a skilled mercenary stranded on the mysterious and isolated planet of Semperia. Developed by the creators of The Last of Us and Uncharted, the game combines cinematic storytelling with intense action, offering players a deep, immersive experience set in a vast and enigmatic universe. Jordan's journey begins when her ship crashes on Semperia, leaving her cut off from the outside world with no communication to any known civilizations. The planet is full of strange alien life, ancient ruins, and powerful secrets that have remained untouched for centuries. As she uncovers the mysteries of Semperia, she must navigate hostile environments, battle vicious enemies, and survive against all odds.
Jordan, tell me something good.
Well, you're right, it checks out. He's hiding out around the Superior Moon.
Excellent.
How is that excellent? He's next to fucking Semperia. No one has left that planet in over 600 years. Anyone who even flies close to it is never heard from again.
Superstitions.
No. Superstitions are the crazy rumors about what happened on that planet. These are facts.
You worry too much.
You know what I worry just right about? I say we wait for him to leave, or how about we find a new lead? He's not worth it. I'm wasting my time, aren't I?
Can you please claim him? I don't need another hunter swooping in.
Who is swooping? No one is crazy enough to go there.
He clearly is.
He is clearly desperate.
And so am I, so claim him, or I will find another agent.
Anyone else with all your fucking shit? Okay, alright, you know what? There, you're the boss.
Thank you.
Listen, kid. I'll see you on the other side.
The Midnight Walk is a captivating indie adventure from the creators of Lost in Random, inviting players into a whimsical yet eerie world filled with mystery, wonder and dark beauty. In this unique journey, you will form a bond with a lonely lantern and embark on a quest to lie your way through a magical realm where shadows hold secrets, and every corner is filled with the unknown. The game blends exploration, puzzle solving and narrative-driven gameplay, as you traverse a fantastical world shrouded in twilight. The environment is as enchanting as it is unsettling, featuring lush forests, mysterious ruins and eerie landscapes, all under the perpetual glow of the moon. Virtua Fighter 6 is the next installment in the iconic Virtua Fighter franchise, bringing its signature blend of deep, technical combat and high-fidelity graphics to the modern era. Developed by Sega, Virtua Fighter 6 pushes the boundaries of the franchise, offering a refined experience for both veterans and newcomers to the series. Known for its emphasis on precision and skill-based combat, Virtua Fighter 6 builds upon its predecessors while introducing innovative features that will captivate players seeking fast-paced, strategic martial arts action. Set in a visually stunning 3D world, the game delivers breathtaking environments and highly detailed character models, with stunning motion capture that brings the combat to life. Karma. The Dark World is a psychological thriller set in an alternate, dystopian world dominated by the powerful corporation Leviathan. Taking place in an eerie version of East Germany in 1984, the game immerses players in a dark, oppressive society where nothing is quite as it seems. With an unsettling atmosphere and a complex narrative, Karma, the Dark World challenges players to navigate a world filled with secrets, mind games, and the constant threat of surveillance. The story follows the protagonist, a disillusioned citizen caught in the webs of Leviathan, as they begin to question the corporate-controlled reality around them. As they delve deeper into the mysteries of the world, they uncover disturbing truths about the corporations' hold over society and the nature of their own existence.
Give people order. We bring hope. Whispers of our operations, of roam agents, night crawlers, reduced to rumor amongst a population that fears control, that doesn't know of the sacrifices we make. But this is the life we lead. To step into your memories, we confront your darkest thoughts, expose your hardest moments in life, and bring the truth from the shadow into the light. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Mother, begin Rome.
Reanimal is a gripping and atmospheric psychological horror game that explores themes of fear, hope and survival in an oppressive dark world. Set in a post-apocalyptic landscape, the game follows the journey of two orphaned siblings, desperately clinging to the last remnants of hope as they navigate through a twisted, terrifying environment. The game focuses heavily on building a tense, foreboding atmosphere, where every step taken is fraught with danger and the uncertainty of what lies ahead. The world of Reanimal is a desolate, fragmented place, where reality feels warped and shattered. Players will explore eerie, abandoned landscapes, each corner hiding its own dark secrets and dangers.
I thought you were dead.
Silent Hill. Townfall is an episodic narrative-driven game set in the iconic Silent Hill universe, developed by the creators of Stories Untold and Observation. Known for their expertise in crafting atmospheric and deeply immersive experiences, the developers bring a fresh approach to the legendary horror series, focusing on storytelling and psychological tension rather than traditional survival mechanics. In Silent Hill Townfall, players step into the shoes of an unnamed protagonist who finds themselves trapped in a mysterious town filled with disturbing secrets. The game's episodic structure allows for an unfolding mystery, with each chapter revealing new layers of the town's sinister past.
And I don't want to be anywhere near you when you figure that out.
The Altars is an innovative game that blends survival, adventure, and base-building elements into a deeply personal and thought-provoking experience. In this narrative-driven journey, players take on the role of Jan Dolsky, the sole survivor of a disastrous space expedition. Stranded on a hostile planet, Jan must find a way to escape and confront the psychological and emotional toll of his circumstances. The unique twist in The Altars lies in its central mechanic. Jan has the ability to create alternative versions of himself, known as altars, to help him survive, explore, and solve the complex challenges he faces. Set in a harsh alien world filled with dangerous environments and unknown threats, The Altars pushes players to manage resources, construct a base, and make strategic decisions to ensure survival. Split Fiction is an innovative and immersive co-op adventure developed by the creators of It Takes Two, the 2021 Game of the Year. This narrative-driven game invites players to dive into a world of diverse fantastical settings, where the line between science fiction and fantasy blurs. The story follows two contrasting protagonists, Mio and Zoya, two talented writers with very different writing styles. Mio is a science fiction author, while Zoya is a fantasy writer. When they are both unexpectedly trapped inside their own stories, stolen by a machine designed to rob them of their ideas, they must team up to escape and protect their memories from being lost forever. The game is built around cooperative mechanics, with each player controlling one of the two protagonists.
Defy it using the tools provided by Mio's story.
Hop on! Wait!
But there's also a crazy bike chase. And of course, a badass boss. Okay, here's another one. Now they're in one of Zoe's fancy stories.
I'm a fairy!
Where they can shapeshift.
What the?
Into various fantastic creatures. Each with its unique set of abilities to help them get to the next level. At Hazelight, we really love gameplay variety. That's why we added side stories that are completely different from the main path. Side stories are found in the main levels and looks like a portal. Once you enter, you end up in a new world.
Fascinating.
For example, how about flying around in space? Or ride on a sandfish in the desert? And why not water ski behind the train? So just trust me when I say this. This is side content you don't want to miss.
Really? What?
Rematch is an exciting and fast-paced multiplayer football simulator that brings the thrill of competitive sports to the digital world. In this dynamic 5 vs 5 game, players control a single player from their team and compete in rapid, action-packed matches with a third-person view, offering a unique twist on traditional football gameplay. The game is designed for players who love the intensity and strategy of football, but want a more interactive and engaging experience where they can focus on mastering one player's skills while working as a team to secure victory. The core gameplay of Rematch revolves around quick matches, where 2 teams of 5 players each face off on the field in fast-paced, real-time action. Death Stranding 2 On the Beach is the highly anticipated sequel to Death Stranding, the genre-defying action game developed by Kojima Productions. This new chapter in the Death Stranding universe continues the enigmatic journey of Sam Porter Bridges, played once again by Norman Reedus, but now with a deeper focus on unraveling the complex narrative and expanding the world that fans have come to know and love. The game takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where mysterious supernatural forces called BTs, beached things, plague the earth, and the remnants of civilization are scattered across desolate landscapes. As the protagonist, Sam's primary goal is to reconnect isolated communities through the use of high-tech delivery systems and transport, bridging the gap between humanity's fragmented remnants.
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam, and to the GHV Magellan, our mobile base of operations. Come on, I'll help you get your bearings. This is the ship's armory. Here you can check your weapons and put them through their paces. These rooms over here belong to other members of the crew. They're pretty much the same as yours. And the shower's down at the end.
This is one hell of a ship you got here. Courtesy of the UCA, I'm guessing.
No. As I told you, Drawbridge is a civilian outfit. But we do have a generous patron with access to plenty of capital and tech.
Sounds like a UCA big shot.
Don't ask me. We've never met face to face. They value their privacy.
Seriously? No better than to believe that bullshit.
It's the same deal as America. The people here are all spread out, cut off from one another. We want you to help us bring the world together.
Sam, would you mind if I joined you?
Humor him. His knowledge and experience will probably come in handy down the road.
Yes. Really, Sam? Your buttocks? What about shotgun? I prefer the driver's seat.
Sam, do you read me? You'll first need to access the Mexico side plate gate terminal. After we've confirmed network coverage, we can take the DHV Magellan and regroup at your position.
The problem is, not everybody wants to be part of the UCA.
That's not the plan, Sam. The UCA isn't looking to expand its borders. Just like with Mexico, they want to bring new regions into the network. Anyway, the DHV Magellan's here to back you up. As always, you'll be the one leading the way to expand the network.
What's your role in all this? You're the commander, huh?
That's right. These days I'm fragile in name only. You brought America together, helped it be reborn as the UCA. But I'm afraid Death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger, still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own, especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge.
With the support of the Chiral Network and APAS, humanity will be free from the need to move around. Bots are capable of handling deliveries.
He's alive.
He called himself a ghost, but...
We found a way back from the beach just so he could kill us.
He said he came back to get revenge on you and me.
Hey, brother. Did you miss me? Yeah, I figured you'd pay this place a visit, seeing as how I've been distributing the fruits of this fine factory all over the continent. With guns and violence, the whole damn world could be yours. Same as it ever was. Oh. Looks like you decided to trade in that rope for a stick this go-round. Well, I suppose even a porter has to pull the trigger from time to time. Oh, what about you? Hey, buddy. Are you just another soulless little husk, huh?
Let go of me!
Oh.
Pathetic guitarist, where's the rest of your band?
No, Well, ain't that something?
Was it you, Heads? Huh? Was it you that killed Lou?
You still don't know, do you?
Goddamn thing about Lou.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
If you want answers, you're gonna have to find them yourself. But the ones you do find, well, that pain you nurse will only get worse. Sam the man in the dark about everything.
Don't forget, coming on this expedition was meant to help you find the strength to carry on. And you have. We all know you've got this. Now it's time to finish the journey, Sam. Please understand, Sam. We never meant to string you along.
That chrysalis, we found her inside. It was filled with a fluid that contained amino acids. One's identical in structure to the kind found in tar.
I'm sorry, there are amino acids in tar? As in proteins?
Of course. How else did you think that chiral creatures could emerge from it? Some have even theorized that the tar is a sort of primordial soup.
I was there. I saw her home. And it was a hellhole.
You
see, after you left Bridges, I decided to do a little digging. Now, according to them, BB-28 was flagged for disposal and subsequently incinerated 4 years ago, long before you and Lou first met.